Hey everyone, it's Warren Barhorst here, CEO of Iscential, Risk Management Insurance, Financial Services and Consulting out of Houston, Texas.
And I'm Shelby Barhorst. I'm Director of Business Development for Iscential. So today we're going to be talking about the top reasons to come into the insurance industry. What are the best benefits about our industry? Why would young people specifically, like myself, I'm 25, want to work in this industry?
It is a great industry, and it's interesting because most people don't realize it, but it's relatively recession proof because everyone needs it. Everyone purchases our product, whether the economy is good or the economy is bad. They have to buy their insurance. Our business is about 30 years old. We've never had a down year in the 30-year existence of our business. Doesn't mean we've had some years where the business was flat or only a little bit positive when the economy is extremely slow or things of that nature, but we haven't had to lay off a lot of people or do those kind of things. We've consistently had nice growth, and our whole industry is that way, unless a company has financial troubles or things of that nature for mismanagement. But overall, the industry is just a really stable place to be. So the people that have found the insurance industry find a great career with longevity and stability that they don't find in other industries.
And I think something really appealing to me and to a lot of young people who do go into this industry is the fact that it's a very noble industry. And what I mean by that is, you often say in the worst moments in someone's life, we're the only ones that show up with a check. So really doing something that benefits people, that's good for them and helps them as an industry overall.
And I don't think people realize that about the insurance industry. Most people are frustrated because they're paying their insurance premium, and that hurts to pay those dollars. But when you're sick with cancer and the insurance policy's paying your medical bills, when your house burns down and the insurance policy's paying for your house to be rebuilt, if your house floods, you get in a car accident, things of that nature, insurance comes there in your time of need. So I'm with you, Shelby. I think it's a very noble business. People just don't understand that side of it. They always look at it from their perspective because they're paying the premium versus or collecting the claims payment, because very few people have claims, right? It's a small percentage because they're using the law of large numbers. Lots of people pay money in, and few people get money out when they have a claim.
What is the average age of someone in our industry? Do you know what it is today?
Yeah, it is. It's about 60 years old. So, I used to make the joke all the time that if you're young and looking for a great career, just get in the insurance business and kind of stand around, because in 10 years, everyone will be dead or retired, so because we're all getting so old. I mean, I'm almost 60 years old, and I'm a young person considered a young person in our industry.
And I think the other exciting thing about our industry, kind of to that point, is there's a lot of opportunity to revamp, do something new for the first time, like completely change the way something's done, right?
You're right. Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity for an enhancement or business innovation. When in your job, when we brought you on, that's what you're here to do, is to do it a different way, right? My ideas of business development are completely different than your ideas. It is a very relationship-oriented business, and people do business with people they trust and like, and I learned early on in my career to not worry about whether I sold an insurance policy. I learned to worry about taking care of my customer in their time of need, and that led me to this idea that I live by, where I try to connect 3 people a week without any economic benefit to myself. So, and that, for me, that changes the way I listen to a person's conversation. So a lot of my clients come in to talk to me about insurance. We solve that problem relatively quickly. Then I ask them what's really going on, and then they give me a business problem or they give me a personal problem. And because my network is so big at this point in my career, I go, I know somebody that might could help you with that. And then I help them connect them to that person. And that, for me, as a career lesson, whether you get in the insurance business or not, is one I would give you, is that if you can figure out a way to connect 3 people a week without any economic benefit to yourself, it will set you free. It could be as simple as you see somebody in a parking lot, their car's broken down, and they need to get it repaired, and you have a good mechanic that won't cheat them or take advantage of them. You could just say, hey, I got a good mechanic. If you need a name, I'm happy to refer you or introduce you. Or whatever it might be that you have that somebody else is looking for, you should try to connect those people and help them out.
Building off that, another reason why it's such a relationship-based business is because, in general, consumers hate insurance. So as much as you can talk to them about anything besides their insurance, that's how you sometimes win their business.
But what's interesting about it is everyone is typically upset about their insurance, and the reality is they got exactly what they paid for, right? It's not an insurance policy, it's an insurance contract. The contract does exactly what it legally says it was supposed to do, and when people are upset because it didn't pay their claim in the way they thought or whatever, normally you can show them, well, the insurance company was exactly in its means to do that. You could have bought this endorsement, you could have added this coverage to keep it from doing that, but you chose it based on price. And so therefore there's a lot of good discussions you can have with a client. It's very rewarding from our perspective to be able to educate people and help them make an informed decision so that the insurance actually pays when they do have a problem.